Hello everybody and welcome to my video. Today I will be reviewing episode 5 of WandaVision. Spoiler alert for this video, it's really hard to talk about this episode without spoilers. Normally I try to avoid talking about everything in the episode, but I feel like this time it'll be really hard not to. So if you haven't seen this episode of WandaVision yet, or really if you haven't seen any episodes yet, just click off this video, come back if you want to, but if you care about not getting spoilers, then don't watch this. But anyways, I thought this episode was pretty good. I like how things are starting to heat up and get exciting. One of my main complaints about last episode was it being solely focused on Sword, but this time it was kind of a mixture between the two, which I think is perfect. That way we can see what Wanda and Vision are up to, and also see what Sword is doing, because I think both storylines are really interesting, so I was happy to see both of them in one episode, because I was kind of afraid they were going to do a thing where the sitcom is one episode, the next episode is solely based on Sword, so hopefully they keep doing this. I really liked it in this episode. The scene where Wanda goes out of Westview to confront the Sword agents was super intimidating. I was actually kind of scared there. Wanda was terrifying. I liked how this episode gave a window into Wanda's trauma, and it makes me think that she created this whole world because she missed her loved ones. I do feel like that's kind of the general consensus around WandaVision. Everyone probably thinks Wanda did that, but we aren't completely sure. We don't know that. What if Wanda's being controlled? So I'm not completely sure, but that's what I think. This episode as a whole was just kinda sad, because we learned that Wanda stole Vision's corpse, which is just ugh. And also Sparky the dog died, and even though we only knew Sparky for probably 10 minutes, that was kinda sad, because whenever an animal dies, it's just really sad. But it was a little suspicious with Agnes and the dog. That's weird. Something's going on with Agnes. She was still annoying this episode. That's something I always complain about, but it wasn't that bad. But yeah, there's something weird going on there. I did like how this episode was kind of sad though, and it did how tragic Wanda's life has been a little bit of justice. It's just such a tragic life because I'm sure she's traumatized, because we learned in, I think it was Age of Ultron, she was stuck in like a ruin for 2 days with a bomb about to go off, so that sounds terrifying. So I feel like this whole reality has kind of been her cracking almost under all of these bad things that have happened, and now she's stuck. Then this as a defense mechanism. I'm not completely sure. It is really satisfying seeing what's more of seeing and learning what's going on in Wanda's reality. We still don't know much, but learning so much more has been great, and I love it. Although, I do feel like there's going to be a twist at the end where everyone thinks they know what's going on, but then it'll turn out to be something completely different. Anything seems like a possible explanation for Westview, though, which is awesome. I like how there's so many theories about it, and there's so many ways it can actually go, because we don't know. They've kind of confirmed some stuff, but most of the stuff they've said has just led to more questions. I know everyone is gonna hate me for saying this, and also a spoiler alert if you're still in this video, but I don't like Quicksilver. I agree with people who say he's a wasted character, who said he was, because now he's back, but I don't think he needed to come back, and it feels very fan servicey. I mean, it makes sense why he's back, but I'm not too happy about it. I'm sure I'll be on board with him returning later, because Marvel does a great job with making likable characters, mainly, so I'm sure I'll be on board with it in a few episodes, but right now, it feels unnecessary. He's one of the only characters that died without much character development, which is kind of goes to a point of him being a wasted character, but I feel like he doesn't need to be there. But it is important to Wanda's story, so I hope Marvel does a great job with it. I'm sure they will, I trust it, but right now I'm not completely on board. I'm conflicted about saying this too, sort of like my Quicksilver one, but I do think this is good criticism, but it's hard to like Wanda in the show right now. That might be a point of a show, to not like her. Maybe it's a point to like her, but if it is a point to like her, I don't think they're doing a good job of showrunners and stuff are doing a good job. It's just hard to like someone who imprisons a bunch of people and they're trapped in Westview and they can't even see their families. But I don't think that's the goal of the showrunners. I don't think we're supposed to like Wanda that much, but she's kind of evil almost in this. Maybe she's being controlled, maybe not, but she's doing some really bad things. This episode has been the longest we've had yet. It's 42 minutes long, which doesn't make the 7 minutes of credits as bad, but it's still a huge issue in my opinion. I've said this so many times. I've said this every single video I've made reviewing WandaVision. But it's not that hard for Disney to fix the credits to make them shorter, or just not even include the credits in the runtime. Say this episode is actually, I think, about 35 minutes long. So just put that there and have the credits there as extra. I don't know, it's just an easy fix, and I don't get why they don't do that. It just bothers me so much. I'm just trying to keep complaining about it until I fix it because it's just... ugh, I don't like it. I'm sure it doesn't bother many people besides me, but I just do not like it at all. Anyways, this episode was good. I feel like a lot of times with my videos in this format, the good, the bad, and the ugly, I always say the bad stuff after the good stuff, so people's impressions are like, oh, I didn't like this because I said all these bad things, but I said a lot of good things about this. I liked it. I didn't like the credits as usual, and I didn't really like Pietro coming back, so please don't hate me for that. I know a lot of Marvel fans love Pietro. I'm just not one of them. I really do like episode 5 of WandaVision though. I rate it a 9.5 out of 10. So thanks for watching guys, please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video because it would really mean a lot. Make sure to tell me if there are any movies or shows you'd like to see me review next, and I will see you in the next video.